Hey guys, I am excited. It is fall, finally. There's a certain crunchiness in the air. You can get a pumpkin latte at Starbucks. It's awesome. I love fall. Summer is over, and I'm glad because I'm a fat guy and I sweat a lot. And I'm also excited because once summer is over, a lot of the goofy summer songs kind of go away. Aren't you glad that you no longer have that Call Me Maybe song stuck in your head? Oh, whoops, sorry, now you do. Well, anyway, in Exodus chapter 25 through 27, God is talking to his people, and he's given the Israelites some instructions for building a tabernacle, for building a temple, okay? In 25 Verse 8, he says this, "Have the people of Israel build me a holy sanctuary so that I can live among them." He gives them blueprints for a house for the holy. He gives them a very specific, very super specific plan for everything, for all the furniture, for all the specs, for everything. He tells them exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, how to lay it out, everything. Including, he gives them a plan for a place called the Holy of Holies. And it's kind of like an inner chamber. It's a place where the presence was parked. It's a place where God's presence was there. Okay? Now, most of the people, with the exception of the priest, were separated from God. Okay? Were separated from the Holy of Holies. They couldn't go in there. And they were separated by a thick curtain. They were really separated by their sin. But they were separated by this thick curtain. So the presence is dwelling among them, but it's not dwelling in them. Okay? And so Jesus comes along and Jesus changes that. Jesus changes everything forever. And when he died on the cross, all of a sudden the separation was gone. And all of a sudden the curtain was torn. And people had access to God. And it changed everything. God went from living with his people to living in his people. Big difference. God wasn't just dwelling among his people. He was actually dwelling in his people because of what Jesus did on the cross. Because that separation was split forever. Okay, in Acts 17:24 it says this, "He is the God who made the world and everything in it. Since he is the Lord of heaven and earth, he doesn't live in man-made temples." Okay, and then 1 Corinthians 6:19 says this, "Don't you realize that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives in you and was given to you by God? You do not belong to yourself." So in other words, you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. You are the house for the holy. God went from living with his people to living in his people. And if you are a follower of Christ, then he is living inside of you. And so you are a house for the holy. So what do you do? What do you do about that? How do you maintain that kind of a space? I would say just make sure it's a place where the Holy Spirit feels welcome. Make sure that your life, make sure that your heart, make sure that just everything about you is a place that invites the Holy Spirit and doesn't make him feel awkward, doesn't make him feel uncomfortable, doesn't make him feel unwanted. You are the house of the holy. Okay? Kind of makes me think of a song. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. And call me, maybe. Giddy up.